So, guys, today's episode.
Hey, can we review the episode of Stand Up Thinker? Please, 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 please.
Okay. We will review Stand Up Stinker now.
Yes! Woo!
Hey guys, what's up? This is Nation 98.
What's going on, my Petshoppers and video gamers? This is Littlest Pet Shop here.
What's up, everybody? It's I Can Snake.
Hello, everyone. This is WinRS28.
Greetings, everyone. This is CC Trainer Ling.
Yo, what up, guys? It's James the Con Man, and ground control to Major Tom.
And as you guys heard already, this is for the episode Stand Up Stinker from Season 2. This is number 6 of our retro episodes, I think. And so, without further ado, let's get right into the plot. So, the plot here is that Pepper feeds Blight jokes at a stand-up comedy contest, while the subplot being Russell and the other pets helping Minka think that she's the first monkey on Mars. The first positive, Pepper.
Not to worry. I'll write all your material. All you need to do is get on stage and deliver it. Please, Blythe. It's my dream in life to have Bob Flemingheimer hear my jokes. You're my only hope. Gee, I don't know. Please? Please, 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 please,
Yes,
please, please,
yes,
please,
yes,
please.
yes, yes.
In all honesty, I'm her in this one episode, and usually when there's an episode that's revolving around one character for the most part of a subplot, you learn there's more character development and more based off of them.
Agreed.
Very true.
Anyone wants
Very,
to?
very true.
Anyone want to elaborate on Pepper?
What I really liked about her in this episode was, well, the comedy. I mean, I'm just gonna say that that's the number one positive I can have with this is just the comedy, and some of it was corny. Yes, you know, I'm not going to lie, some of it was pretty corny and cheesy and whatnot, but I like corny and cheesy jokes, so you know, it was a definite win for me.
Can I give an example?
The whole joke, like, hey, did you hear this about the new sandwich I made for my seafood diet? It's a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich.
I like to cook, so I invented a new seafood sandwich. It's called the peanut butter and jellyfish.
Oh yeah, I know.
I've been wanting to say that the entire time, like, Pepper, you know.
What do you call a seagull down by the bay? A bagel.
Oh!
Fire,
Waka!
What did the snowman said when he left home to his wife? Have a nice day.
And when he got back, there's no place like home. Jokes like that I have a soft spot for, so that was a definite plus. The, you know, Blight sacked with Pepper, you know, during the actual comedy contest was adorable. I just love her little girl, you know, roller derby. It was just cute.
Although, why would Life call Pepper stinky? It really didn't make sense in the way.
I don't know. I guess they're going with a stereotype that, you know, skunks stink and everything. So
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Stage
for comedy
names, who knows?
also.
Okay.
Like it and are positive. I actually kind of like the parody of what they did with, you know, like the comedian, like, or actually the one that like talk host. I think it's Flemingheimer. Is that his name?
Yeah, Bob Flemingheimer.
And now, let's give a big Bob Hi to Bob Flemingheimer.
Bob Flemingheimer. Yeah. You know, when I first saw him, I actually thought that he almost looks like Conan O'Brien or the late night talk show.
Jay
host.
Leno?
Jay Leno and
Yeah, he's Conan Lenos is what I call him.
yeah.
Because he had the hairdo of Conan, but the chin of Leno.
I think the design it looks kind of, it has a bit of a hybrid of Conan and Jay Leno. But what I actually liked near the end was actually just how he actually gave like the lesson about how even though the jokes are great, you learn how to like deliver them well to get them to understand and also laugh a bit.
Yeah, it's all in the delivery. Like, you can have the worst joke ever written, but as long as you deliver it well, then, you know, that's most what matters.
Yeah.
And do not
Timing.
and never explain the joke, because as the jokers say, if you have to explain the joke, there is no joke.
It'll be
Yeah.
boring.
Duh.
Timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Casper joke. Casper goes from to critic. Casper critic. Timing.
Another positive I'd like to add is Minka's fantasy while she was in space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like her banana spaceship. That was like really random and out of place, but it worked so well. And then when she cut her pod off from the banana, she sliced the banana, which was really funny.
Yeah.
Well,
it
it kind of makes sense. It wasn't exactly random because, you know, bananas and monkeys kind of go together like mice and cheese.
Yeah.
So, but
It also made sense because it was actually, since it's just her fantasizing about being in space,
Yeah.
what she wants to.
you know, during that whole scene, I just thought Flash Gordon, early '80s Flash Gordon movie.
Yeah.
Like, just the soundtrack was playing in my head. I don't know if it was just the colors or what, but I was just imagining, stand by my Hawkman, dive, you know. Like the Queen music starts playing, but yeah, that would have been, that was just playing in my head the entire time. So
maybe that should be a new sketch for the LPS randomness.
Oh,
Flash Minka.
Flash.
Yep.
Minka. Yeah, thanks for
Minka
the
Gordon, maybe.
yeah, thanks for the
Yeah.
idea there. I mean, that's in my
There we
my
go.
list. Okay.
Any other positives?
Yeah. Go.
The subplot wasn't that bad. You know, normally the pattern I see is that the A plot is good and then the B plot, you know, it's somewhat lacking. Here, I felt that, you know, the B plot, you know, Minka wanting to go to space was actually, you know, it's actually kind of well done in a way. It did seem a little bit on the kind of overdone joke side, but for the most part, it worked. And that's, you know, ultimately all that I can ask for.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that because I actually liked Pepper's story much more than Minka's story, but it's not like because of the plot itself. I really love space and I'd love to travel on a spaceship to go to Mars, but I just like comedy more. I base my episode ratings on how much I can laugh to it or how good it makes me feel or how much it makes me smile. So the comedy part made me smile more than the space.
Are we gonna talk about?
Zeep Zork, Glork, Creep, Glork! You are trespassing on our planet, Earthling! Zeep Zork, attack!
You know, those three aliens. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Bork,
Just,
bark.
Neil and Penny Ling, that was.
Resistance is futile, Earthling! We command you return to your Earth leaders and bring us back all the pet food on Earth! Creep.
And
By
then
the
we
way,
get-
before anyone in the anyone in the comments says that it was not the whole alien thing was not important, that later became a plot point in War of the Weirds.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
Hasbro remembers.
It's
yeah.
continuity.
Yep. Roger S. Badger.
Something you don't see a lot of these days.
I have another.
Yeah.
Next positive. Rat Big Russell and the Pets.
Did Isaac Newton say can't when that fig fell on his head? No. Did the Pilgrims say can't when they invented stuffing? No.
Suddenly I am hungry.
Oh, sure. When I first took on this task, I had my doubts, but not anymore. Minka's dream has become my dream. Somehow, some way, I'll have this spaceship ready to fly to Mars and beyond.
Because they knew how important it was to her to accomplish something like that, and Russell with his inspirational speech like he usually does, because you
Yeah.
know he's amazing.
Mhm.
Anyway, it's that they cared enough that they wanted to help her out and pursue her dream, even though they knew they couldn't actually make it happen, but at least make it look like it happened.
Yeah, they really tried their best.
Are you really gonna build a ship? Of course not. I can't make a ship.
I just like to say one thing on that. UPS, eat your heart out. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
wrong ship.
Because it's only Russell who would think to use frosting as, you know, rockets to shoot up into the sky. Well,
If
I
I were him,
guess-
I would have used
I guess maybe that's a good
2-liter
step.
soda bottles and mint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would've
Oh
been
yeah,
his
yeah.
best bet.
Diet Coke and Mentos.
Yeah,
Classic.
exactly. That
They
would've been
could,
his best bet.
they could Coke and Mentos because that's copyrighted.
They could use something similar.
It's very delicious. Bad cream.
at least it's a good first step.
Yeah.
A tasty first step. Nom 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 nom.
A tasty good step.
No, 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 no.
See, as you can tell, everyone, CC just had a field day with that line.
It's so adorable, and you know it.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, is that all the positives, or we can go into negatives?
Well, have we discussed about buttercream too?
Well, she was only in for a few scenes. and
Yeah,
that's
she was
really-
only like a couple little small scenes. Didn't really have any speaking lines either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she was
did-
the one who kind of helped build the spaceship, like with the fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but those were only like two. There were only like two scenes out of that, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so really, I mean, yeah, it was. But I kind of wish Buttercream had some.
Yeah.
I kind of wish Buttercream was in another episode and did more.
One of my final positives. It's kind of a positive, but in the very beginning with Jasper's cheap jokes.
Yeah.
It's like, stop telling jokes and just stick to being in front of the camera. or like behind the camera, whichever.
A joke has to have a good punchline. If a joke has a bad punchline, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's in the delivery, you know? Like, a bad joke can become good if you deliver it nicely.
It's all about the
And
timing.
the timing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Timing,
exactly.
too. Timing's important. Comedy's a lot harder than it seems, folks.
That's a dog walker.
And I had to do it.
Yeah.
Alright, then.
Negative time.
If I may start off with the first negative here.
Sure.
I said earlier that, you know, here I felt that both plots are a bit more balanced in quality, because normally the B plot is not as good. It still is not as good. I just, you know, I might seem biased, but I enjoyed Pepper's story a lot more than Minka's.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you know, I might seem biased, but I just preferred that story overall than, you know, Minka's story. But, you know, it just, I don't know, it's just, I just can't think of why, though, aside from, you know, the obvious. But
I agree with you, James. Well, in my opinion, I agree with James because, first and foremost, the Pepper subplot was actually better than Minka's subplot. I don't know, it's just I really prefer the Pepper subplot because it just seems much more interesting. The Minka one didn't really feel interesting.
Mm-hmm. As for my negative, I would say that, well, I think Blythe's comedy, like the way she delivered, was great. It was a tense show, but actually, while I get that she like is bad at her delivery, but then when Roger actually says like, you should just go back to fast fashion, which well she's already is in fashion, but it's like, well you're trying to tell me something you're not good at, but then just my pet.
yeah, I really can't think of anything aside from just, you know, the thought that, you know, the main plot was vastly superior to the secondary plot, and the secondary plot wasn't actually that bad.
Yeah.
Can we just go in the final scores then?
Yeah, sure.
Man, yeah, sure.
Overall, this was a very good episode. I enjoyed it a lot, and it's the second to last. It was the last episode before the season finale.
It was the
So-
penultimate episode.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of suspense I had because I was anticipating the very next week. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. The pets were awesome. The continuity was there. The fantasy was fantastic. It was funny. Minka's subplot I thought was pretty good. Pepper was obviously the highlight of the episode. There was great character development. I really don't have any other negatives, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
My score would be a 7.5 out of 10.
For me, I think I want to say I really liked this episode, but most of the episode felt like just average, above average, with some really great parts. So it was really hard for me to choose between two ratings, but I ended up giving it an 8.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. For me, great episode overall. I really like the ambitions for Minka and Pepper and their hopes and dreams of just wanting to fulfill with their jobs how they want to do, even though like they're still animals like in the end. But yeah, I do prefer Pepper like that Minka because but yeah, I mean overall it's still a great episode in my books. So 9 out of 10.
My final thoughts on Stand-Up Stinker. I guess I'm gonna have to go with the majority here, saying yeah, I actually did prefer Pepper's story as opposed to Minka's. Minka's wasn't really boring or bad or anything. It was interesting, but it just didn't grab my attention as much as Pepper's did, because maybe it's just me, but Pepper really hasn't had many episodes to herself, so I think this one was sort of like more for her than it would be for sharing. So obviously I'm going to go for Pepper a lot more. She needs more spotlight anyway. Of course you would agree.
Thank you, PlayStation. You've taught us so much.
I definitely would not deny that Minka's story was funny. It definitely was funny. You know, her teaching the aliens about art, that was good. The whole grandma race joke, yeah, hilarious. And I guess that's all I can say about that one. And dreams, that's good. Pepper's was, again, just a little bit more funny. Shows that you need to work on the timing of your jokes, but hey, I guess that's why her jokes got better over time. So I guess this helps her. It does. Bob Flemingheimer just gets Conan Leno. That's all I can think about. Just Conan Leno.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Sure is. But so my final score for this episode is going to be an 8.8 out of 10.
Alrighty then, my turn. As I've said earlier, this was a fantastic episode. I really can't think of much in terms of negatives aside from, just the B plot didn't really tickle my fancy as much as the A plot. So final score for me, a 9.5 out of 10. IGN score 8. 9.5 out of 10 for me. Great job to everyone involved. Bravo.
Woo! So, it's time to throw the randomizer, which is more random than Clay's LPS randomness.
It's still
What is the moral that we should learn?
Yeah.
And the episode is... Oh, guys, you're gonna love this. It's Sweet Truck Ride.
Whoa! That's
Yeah,
all right. One of my favorite episodes.
Oh my gosh, 10 out of 10 right now. 10 out of 10. IGN, it's okay.
You're gonna hate
10
me
out of
for
10
this next
MLG
review.
Pro.
Oh,
We are gonna have a field day on that one.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
gonna say it now, guys.
I
You're
have the
gonna hate
perfect
me
idea
for
for
that
an
next
intro
review.
for that episode.
Well, don't spoil it now.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna tell you guys.
Professor.
Like, I'll tell you guys, I just won't tell the people who are watching this.
Okay, everyone, you've been a lovely audience. I'll be here all week, including Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah. Don't forget to never spay and neuter your pets, and tip the cabbie, because, man, he is broke.
So, I guess we can go into outros.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. So, from League of Pet Shops, it's Littlest 98. And just for record, guys, it's only October. For all the stores that are putting up Christmas stuff, stop. We're not even
Oh
past
my God.
Thanksgiving yet.
You haven't even passed Halloween yet.
I don't want to walk into a
This
store
is
and see
Halloween.
Christmas stuff
This is
everywhere.
Halloween.
Well, actually, have you ever seen Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I really.
Childhood for the win.
So there is just that.
Oh, and also, the other part is that if you have not seen the new short that came out on Friday,
Just not
What?
into it.
it's just not my thing. It's a great one. I loved it. 10 out of 10.
And by the way,
The
if-
song was catchy as anything. The video was great.
That's something to say. If anyone here in the audience who has their 3DS and doesn't get Smash Brothers, why haven't you gotten Smash Brothers yet? You need to go get it right now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
get Smash Brothers.
You could play with me and LNS.
Yes,
And me in
but
December.
be warned, we will use a lot of profanity if you are stream with us. So yes, after all this in sense of rambling, I think this is the
This is Littlest 98.
Littlest Nintendo Shop.
I can snake.
Wingers 28.
CC Trainer Ling.
James Codman!
And this is the League of Pet Shoppers signing off.
Yeah.
Stay classy, everyone.
Take care.
Peace out, home slices.
Stay classy.
Rock on.
Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission.
Alright, hello. Oh, guys. I'm Download Bacon here at Mars, apparently. I wasn't able to make the review in time. This is a transmission. As for myself, I did like the episode a lot, even though most people didn't like the Minka plot. I enjoyed it a lot, because I'm in Mars. How about that? Hanging out with these aliens here, having a conversation with like 3 people at once, you know what I mean. I'll give this episode a 9.9 out of 10. Great lesson, great episode, just fantastic. I love the Minka plot, I love the Pepper plot. I really can't think of anything too wrong with it, except maybe just the jokes are not really 100% my taste, which I guess is a slight little negative there. Other than that, the episode was fantastic. The other pets were great. It was great to see Buttercream. And I had nothing else. It was fantastic. I'm in Mars. Hopefully I'll be on Earth soon, so I can join you guys for the next review. So stay classy. From Mars!